Welcome back. So in case you're watching this video for the first time, I would suggest to go through the previous three videos. And last video we left with page number 15 and now we'll be continuing. So last we saw RSV. RSV, it results in LRTI in case of infants, and URTI, this is nothing but upper and lower respiratory tract infections. So the upper respiratory tract infection in case of adults and also results in syncytium formation. Now, talking about the drug of choice, it's ribavirin. And the common cause of bronchiolitis in infants. Next, we'll be talking about Koplik spots. It is seen in measles in prodromal phase, and it is mainly the bluish white ulceration commonly found at the buccal mucosa opposite to the lower first and second molar. Next, talking about rabies, we have spoken about inclusion bodies and the viruses. We have already covered in that. That is, it has presence of Negri bodies. It is eosinophilic cytoplasmic inclusions found in the brain neurons involving the rabies virus proteins and viral RNA. And there is also presence of Babe's nodule in case of rabies. It is nothing but a microglial nodules that are present. Talking about the rabies antigen, the skin biopsies of hair follicles and at mostly the nape of the neck are seen and studied. Now looking at the post-exposure prophylaxis, there is the rabid dog. In case of a rabid dog, you have two columns. That is, in case of non-immunized, there are different categories which are designated. So in case of category 1, you just wash. In case of category 2, there's wash plus vaccine. In case of category 3, there's wash plus vaccine plus RIG. Now looking at what this 1, 2, 3 are exactly, we'll be seeing. 1 is nothing but there is no exposure, and 2, there is exposure but there is no bleed. In case of category 3, there is bite and the mucous membrane is contaminated with saliva. Now the same we have covered with non-immunized. Now we'll be looking at the other side, that is in case of previously immunized. In case of 1, you give a wash at the wound site, and 2 and 3, there's wash plus vaccine to be administered. Now looking again, we have spoken about Negri bodies, that is it is seen in rabies and it is nothing but eosinophilic inclusion bodies, and it is seen mainly in Purkinje cells of the cerebellum and in pyramidal neurons of hippocampus. Now moving ahead, we'll be seeing at Japanese encephalitis. It is nothing but it is transmitted through Culex mosquito, and herons it acts as reservoirs, and pigs it acts as amplifier. Now moving ahead, talking about the dengue fever, and these are the important clinical features which needs to be known for solving problems. So it's also known as breakdown fever, and sudden onset of fever is seen, retroorbital pain and muscle and joint pain with rashes, erythema, petechiae, and there is also shivering in the night, that is fever with chills can also be present. And treatment is you can also administer along with hydration so that the individual is not dehydrated. Now looking at yellow fever, there is the vaccine that is administered is 17D vaccine. It is nothing but a live attenuated vaccine. It is derived from ACB strain and it provides a lifetime protection. Now moving ahead with the poliovirus strains, there is 1, 2 and 3. 1 is nothing but it involves epidemics. 2, it involves epidemic infections, and 3, it involves epidemics, but it's rarer than type 1. Now moving to poliovirus. Poliovirus, it affects the anterior horn cells and it can result in placid paralysis. Now moving to the Coxsackie B virus. This is also one important virus. So talking about Coxsackie B virus, it is causes Bornholm's disease and epidemic pleurodynia. Stides like pain in chest and abdomen are seen. There is neonatal myocarditis and pericarditis. And orchitis, diabetes mellitus, hepatitis, meningoencephalitis, adrenocortical involvement, herpangina, the vesicular pharyngitis. And talking about Coxsackie A virus, it involves the hand, foot, mouth disease. So it is also known as this in short. And herpangina, minor respiratory tract infections, aseptic meningitis with maculopapular rash is also seen. And now looking at acute hemorrhagic conjunctivitis, it is caused mainly by enterovirus 70 and Coxsackie virus A24. Now moving on to the Zika virus. Zika virus, there is microcephaly and ocular abnormalities. Now looking at flavivirus, also there is transmitted by Aedes aegypti. Talking about Ebola, it is associated with sexual transmission. And in case of flaviviruses, there is rash, arthralgia, myalgia, and Guillain-Barré syndrome. And meningoencephalitis and myelitis are also associated. Now looking at chikungunya virus, it is affected by the Aedes mosquito, and signs and symptoms mainly include sudden onset of fever and crippling joint pain and lymphedema, and conjunctivitis, fever, and biphasic are seen. And in case of rubella, it is associated with blueberry muffin syndrome. And in case of congenital rubella syndrome, there's presence of cardiac defect, that is patent ductus arteriosus, cataract. And moving ahead, I'll be covering with in the next session. So thanks for watching.